Yeah! What's going on, good people? Welcome to another episode of the 710 of Slickville Show. I am your host, Jay Brown, a.k.a. Mr. 710, and I am glad that you are joining me once again. Whew. Yeah. I'm excited about this show because this is the question show. So, I ask, you answer. You ask, I answer. I got a lot of questions for you. I hope you got some for me. But this might get a little reckless, but it's definitely going to be interesting. So, if you haven't found out, this is an interactive show. So, like, share, comment, call in. The phone number is 470-251-4343. And look, I want to thank everybody for watching via the Status Network app, Facebook, Instagram, Periscope, YouTube Live, Roku, and the Amazon Fire Stick via the Status Network app. We also want to thank you for listening to the podcast on iHeartRadio, iTunes, Spotify, or anywhere else that you may listen to your podcast. Please subscribe, rate 5 stars wherever you can, and please tell a friend to listen to this show. I greatly appreciate it. On tonight's show, listen, we're going to do since last week because that's what we do. And then I'm asking questions. We jumping right into the questions. So, like I said, I'm answering any questions you put in the chat room, and it don't have to be about anything in particular. It can be random. But I need y'all to answer some of these questions that I might have because there's a whole lot of stuff that I do not understand. And maybe y'all can help me out with this. And so, as most of you all know, yesterday the Super Bowl was played. Did your team win? You know, I watched. I didn't really have a dog in the fight. It was one of those Super Bowls that I really didn't care who won. But I would have been cool if both teams lost. It didn't matter to me. I was straight. But, you know, it was what it was. You know, it was a pretty good game. I don't remember very many of the commercials. The only one that I do remember was, damn, that's bad. It was a Reese's commercial. It was a Reese's Fast Break commercial. I think that was one of the few that I remember. It was actually pretty good. But other than that, I have halftime show. It was pretty straight. It was entertaining. I can rock with that. I can definitely rock with that. Hey, bro, if you hadn't told Mom that the show was on, I tried to call her. It went to voicemail. Go ahead and let her know that it's on. Appreciate you. Oh, she in here. That's what I'm talking about. All right. And so what commercial stood out to you? What commercial did you like? Let me know if it was any of these commercials that you enjoy, because I don't even really remember a whole bunch of them. But also, since last week, you know, I try not to do too much in regards to the kids, but the kids keep doing stuff. They do stuff every week. And last week I let number 1 off the hook. Not gonna do that this week. But number two makes another okay, Google commercial was cool, was good. TurboTax was funny. All right, good deal. Appreciate you, bro. Number 2 ordered some kids movies. He ordered some movies on my TV. He rented some, and I got to go ahead and put those parentals on there so that I ask for a password so that he can't do it anymore. Look, it said the Google Alzheimer commercial had dust in your eye. Hey, man. Listen, there was a movie that came out. Let's take that dust in your eye out. Because, damn, there was a movie that came out, and it was a movie about dudes on the down low. And one of their little pickup lines was, "You got a little dust in your eye? You need me to blow it out?" And so, hey, don't take that out. We're gonna go ahead and delete that. You ain't got no dust in your eyes. Say the air conditioner was on or something. If somebody was cutting some onions, don't dust in your eye, cause you need me to blow it out. Oh yeah, the commercial with Jason Momoa. So for all y'all ladies out there that was like, yeah, I'll holler at Jason Momoa under any circumstances, until he took off the muscles and the hair. Yeah, that changed the game for you, huh? That changed the game. Anthony Anderson and his mom commercial. I saw it, but I don't even really remember it. I see you, mailman. I appreciate you. But listen, number two, for anybody that's new to this, I refer to my foster kids as number 1, 2, and 3 just because for privacy purposes, right? And so number 2, we told him he could watch TV, but he don't rent and don't buy no movies. Those are your only rules. And yeah, buddy went and ordered he ordered a couple movies. He rented a couple movies, like Madagascar or something like that, something stupid. And so he killed me with that one, but at least he didn't lie about it. But that wasn't the only movie that he rented. He ordered 2. He ordered two movies. Now the crazy thing was, I gave him $1 for some ice cream on Friday. The movies was probably $2.99, $3.99 or something like that. Hey, number 2, come here. Let me get that $1 about you since you ain't getting no ice cream on Friday. You in debt. I need them to understand how this works. Like, you in debt, brother. And so, tell me this. Did y'all order anything when y'all were younger? Did y'all order anything or dial any 1-800 numbers when y'all was little? Hopefully it wasn't one of those what was it, 976 numbers? Them late night numbers. Them late night numbers will definitely get you in trouble. Some of y'all do that now. I ain't gonna call no names. I ain't gonna call no names on who dialing those 976 or the 976 Black People Meet numbers. If you single, do your thing. Do your thing. He ordered sluts. Luckily, he didn't order sluts with butts part 2. I get it. I did. My mom beat my butt. What did you dial? What did you dial? Cause damn, is it Jahan ordered some stuff back when she was young? Listen, I got told because I used to dial the WWF hotline so that I could talk to Hulk Hogan. Now it was a hustle. It was a hustle because you know how they do, like, the first minute is like free, or the first minute is 99 cents, and each additional minute is $3.45 after that. Well, they get you on and be like, thank you for calling the WWF hotline. Please press 1 for Hulk Hogan. Press 2 for Macho Man Randy Savage. Press 3 for Andre the Giant or whatever. I'm dating myself now. And so I pressed 1, make you wait. And then probably by that minute time, Hulk Hogan pops on and he's like, yeah, brother, make sure you eat your vitamins so you can have 22-inch pythons like me. And all the Hulkamaniacs are growing wild on you. And you thinking that, like, as a kid, you thinking that you really talking to Hulk Hogan. Yeah, I would dial it, press 1 again. Dial it, press 1 again. Yeah, I think I ran up about $40 on the phone bill. $40. And I took the ultimate L on that one. This is the question show. Yeah, I took the ultimate L. Like, Mom's Moms was not feeling that at all. Let me see. Oh, look, Mailman Moby said he didn't order anything, but he just adjusted the satellite so that he could see the people hunching. So he got, I don't know how he got Showtime on the antenna, but hey, however he made it happen, I'm here for it. Here for it. And then, since last week, I understood that I just, I tell the kid that I was 11 before. I've been in the 6th grade before. But I just don't understand this new kid thought process. Like the new kid thought process is weird. It's weird. So last Monday, number one had an incident, and it was so bad. It put me in a bad place. I couldn't even talk about it. I couldn't talk about it last Monday because I would have said some stuff that I probably shouldn't have said. But now I done had some time to process it, and so I go to the daycare. And I hear his voice as I'm walking in. I don't see him yet, but I hear his voice as I'm walking in, and it's loud. Like, you're not even listening to me, or I was not being rude and disrespectful towards the teacher. And I'm like, yo. And so normally, when we were younger, and I'm talking about 80s babies for the most part. When 80s babies were, when we were younger, when an adult walked in, first off, you didn't raise your voice at adults. That was number one. But number two, if you were out of pocket and an adult stepped into your space, it was over. And this didn't happen. So I was kind of taken aback by the whole situation because I'm like, yo, my presence should stop all of this nonsense. And it didn't. And so I was just like, all right, well, I'm telling him what he needs to do in order to stay out of trouble. And he's telling me what he was doing, and it's opposite of what I'm telling him. And he's still trying to talk. And I'm like, yo, your problem is I didn't ask you anything. So it's not even your turn to talk yet. I hadn't asked you a damn thing. So it took all I had not to be like STFU at the daycare because highly inappropriate. Bruh. So, we deal with that. We had this long conversation where we trying to tell him how he needs to deal with things so he doesn't get in trouble. But you in trouble because I can't even defend your actions because I saw it. So it doesn't matter what you say happened before me. That part after me, I saw. So, like, bro, you in trouble. It got too rough for him. He asked for a break. We reconvened Tuesday. We still having this conversation because he's not understanding that, listen, all you have to do is do what the adult tell you to do unless it's something real crazy. But if they just tell you to come here, you get your narrow head up and go see what they want. It's not up for discussion. It's not up for debate. Just do it. The end. Well, after we got done talking, and this is the part that I don't understand. I'm like, listen, you need to do better. He was like, I'm going to try to do better. Okay, cool. But you in trouble. You in trouble this week, part of next week. So you can't play your game. You can't have dessert or none of that stuff. And this boy had the nerve to ask me, Mr. Jason, you think you can buy me a PlayStation 5? What? How you gonna ask me for a PlayStation 5 and you can't even have dessert right now? You done jumped way off the ledge. I don't understand. I don't understand how you could ask me for that. Like it was, come on, man. Like, you had a nerve to ask me for a PlayStation 5, and I was so thrown off. What up, Mr. Gohar? How you living in these streets? I was so thrown off by the question that prompted this show. And I was just like, well, damn. I mean, no. I mean, I'll probably get one for myself, but I don't buy game systems for a couple years. What up, Sarita? Like, it's a couple years before I get new game systems, so it ain't technically new. He asking for something that ain't even out yet. Like, he asking for something that's gonna cost some multiple hundreds of dollars. And so I'm like, yo, man, like, are you serious? He was like, yeah. It's like, you can't even play your PlayStation 4 right now. How you gonna play a PlayStation 5? Like, come on, man. Like, get your thoughts together. Help me understand this, because it just don't make sense. How in your mind you can ask for that. Like, after I got in trouble, I was scared to ask if I could eat, let alone for a PlayStation 5.
Wrong.
These new kids different. These new thought processes are different. And I just don't understand. I just don't understand. What's the worst thing your kid ever asked you for? And I'm not even talking about like this. Just something got to make sense. Something needs to make sense. Asked to be off punishment. What did they do to get on punishment? And how long did you put them on punishment for? Because right now, number one has 0 privileges for some stuff that happened on Monday and on Thursday. And so he got 0 privileges, but now he asking, when can he earn stuff back? Like, how long does he have to be good to get certain privileges back? And I'm like, well, be good first, and we'll let you know. Ask for the keys to your car. How old was this? How old is the kid? Because if they like 8, wow. I mean, if they 16, then I kind of get it. They think if they good the next day, all is forgiven. You know what? Hey, mailman, this dude feel like just because he went to sleep, like all is forgiven. Not even he was good the next day. Like, he went to sleep, I woke up, hey, Mr. Jason, what's happening? We ain't cool. Like, that ain't what this is. Like, he get in trouble and then he be like,
1 minute, 37 seconds later.
hey, Mr. Jason, what's happening? No, fam. Oh, she's 17. She can ask for the keys to the car. Like, I'm not doing that. I'm not that person. Like, I don't necessarily hold grudges, but when I was in trouble for the duration of my punishment or whatever it was. I got all the whoopings. I got the full length of every one of my sentences. My brother, on the other hand, that boy got all kind of parole and probationary periods and everything when he was younger. I was like, damn, how he keep getting off? Like, he's supposed to be in trouble for 3 weeks, and here it is 8 days in, and he can do stuff. Like, I'm tripping because I was in trouble the whole 21 days. That might not have been 8 days, but hey, you talk yourself out of a couple whoopings. Come on, man. Like, this is the truth. This stuff is real. Little bit of my resentment when I was younger towards my little brother was that he never stayed in as much trouble as I would be in when I got in trouble. Like, I would be in trouble the whole damn time. And so let me jump to these questions. And while I'm talking about the kids, what I don't understand is, and y'all parents out there, help me understand, why do kids think they smarter than adults? Because that's something that I just don't understand. Like, and I tell him, like, listen, buddy, I'm smarter than you. I've been smarter than you. I done forgot more stuff than you ever learned. Like, come on, man. See, Mr. Garr said the same thing. My brother got away with a lot. And my brother's in the chat room saying this vicious and ferocious lies. Like, that is not true. I'm telling nothing but the truth. But these kids think they smarter than us. Like, they can get away with some stuff, or like they can talk themselves out of something or into something that they don't necessarily deserve. And I'm like, listen, I tell them I catch you doing stuff and I'm not even looking. Like, you the worst criminal. Like, you Ray Caruth. Hey, and you know what? That was the next question. Because they think everything they're doing is new. And I wonder why they think everything is new. Like, buddy asked me an algebra problem today. I came up with the answer, and he was like, did they have algebra when you was younger? Say what? I'm trying to debate if I need to be mad about this or not, because I feel like that's a shot. Yeah, I'm gonna be mad. He back in trouble again. What you mean? Did they have algebra when I was a kid? Damn. Yes, they had algebra. They didn't just make up numbers. They didn't just make up algebra questions and stuff like that. They didn't just start the 6th grade when you got there. It's been 6th grade for a long ass time. Come on, man. I feel some kind of way. I feel some kind of way about that. He feel like he can ask me random questions and get away with it. And just because he was like, oh, this is not a shot, but what did he asked me about being bald one day. And I think it was something to the tune of is it hard to be bald, or you know, do you still have to shave because you bald? Like, my shit won't grow. Boy, that make me draw back on you. Come on, man. You trying me. Like, he had the nerve to preface it, but I'm not trying to take a shot at you or nothing like that, but I was just trying to figure out if you still have to shave if you bald. Bro, do you know how much work it take to have an immaculate bald head like this? You got to be kidding me. We're in the middle age group now. Anybody over 21 is considered old now. Pretty much. I remember when I was 21 and I used to hoop with people that was in their late 30s, early 40s. And I'd be like, Nate, you old. You about to die. Don't come guard me. Like, it's about to be over for you. It's rocking chair time for you. Go guard somebody else your age. Like, Pop said, Grandma said there are no new things, just new people doing the same old things. And that's about right. That is definitely about right. This ball life is a different ball game. Oh, it absolutely is. It's work. It's work. Like, you got to make sure. Like, don't nobody want a dusty bald head. Don't, like, when it get to be prickly, when it start coming back. And so I tell people, like, the bald people, they'll tell you, if you ask how often do you shave, if they bald, about 3 days. 3-4 days, they can get away with it. Once a week, they can get away with it. They bald. If it still grow, 2 days. That evening, I can go like this, and I'm prickly. So I tell that boy, don't play me. Let me see. Being old hit different when your younger cousins call you old. Hey, man. Being old hit different when you hoop with somebody and you twice their age. And they're adults. They adults and you twice their age. That's the part. Also, my brother shaves every day. Yeah. I mean, it still grow. And that's when you know you made a choice instead of, you just, it's just still leaving you. It's just left you. Why don't little boys like to shower? And I got an answer for that. I got an answer today. So I asked number one. I said, hey, buddy, you're not in trouble. You're not in trouble, but I got to know this. I got to know this for the show tonight. Tell me this. Why don't you like taking showers? And he was like, well, I feel like this is a trick question. No, it's not a trick question. I just really want to know. I just really want to know why you don't like taking showers. And he was like, there are times where I don't do anything at school and I just don't feel like I'm musty. I don't feel like I've done anything, so I don't feel like I should have to take a shower. Bro, no. All day, that's an actual smell. If somebody tell you smell like all day, that's real. You stink. All day is a real legit smell. I need you to understand that all day is a smell. That's funky. You smell like 11, yeah, all day. If somebody told you smell like all day, you need to draw back on them because they roasting you. That is legit. Like I'm trying, that's me putting y'all onto some game. Like, I was like, brother, you musty. Like I can smell your little, I can smell your little.
These nuts?
And you need to understand that, hey, he said he ain't doing nothing at school. I know he be running. Look, young boys, all day and outside. You smell like outside and you smell like all day, go take a shower. I take showers like probably about twice a day, just on GP. I'm one of those people that even if I don't do anything, if I'm sick and I'm in the bed all day, I still gotta go take a shower because I smell like all day. I feel like I smell like all day. So you gotta take care of that. And let me ask y'all this. What age did you get your last whooping? What age did you get your last whooping? And I'm thinking about that because, we can't physically discipline our foster kids. And so more than likely, they've probably gotten their last whooping. And that's crazy to think about. Because I was about 14 or 15 when I got my last one. I think I was about that age when my brother and I made that pact that we was going to stop crying when my moms whooped us. And that was like, it didn't work the first time. It didn't work the first time because we had to build up our resistance. But the second time, I think she kind of realized like, yo, y'all ain't crying? Well, the first time it was y'all ain't crying, she bit the lip and then reared back and gave us some extra ones. And then they finally hit her like, they not crying, I'm going to pull back. Well, let me see. We got 16, we got 8, 15, 13. So I didn't even cry at my last woman that sent my mama over the edge. Yeah, She probably bit that lip and was like, yeah, I'm gonna have to give him some extra ones. But yeah, she heavy handed and she got all. She didn't buy cheap belts, like yeah, it made her mad. She ain't buy cheap belts. She bought the thick joints. And so, if you had to go get a belt, and you went and got the one belt that was a little flimsy, oh no, that's gonna get you some extra ones. Go ahead and get the big belt. Go ahead and get the belt that got the little stones on it, and take this L, take the ultimate L. And so, speaking of that, when y'all, because I'm trying to figure something out. When y'all were younger, what age were you allowed to claim that you had a boyfriend or a girlfriend? Because as it stands right now, the 11-year-old called herself liking a girl. Shut that down. Shut it down. You don't know how to act. That ain't your girlfriend. 6-year-old, he ain't there yet. But the baby girl, I mean, she too. But I wish she would at 13 talk about she got a boyfriend. Girl, no you don't. You ain't got no boyfriend. All boys got coronavirus until they turn 31. So go ahead and get that out. After high school, 15, 14. Yeah. I'm not playing that. She probably gonna sneak around and do stuff. Like when I picked her up from daycare today, she was passing out hugs and she hugged 2 little boys first, and I almost jumped over the little rail to get to her. Like, hold on, fam. Hey, keep all them hugs to yourself. This is not what we do. I didn't teach you that. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. We ain't doing that one. Let me see. After high school, my mom referred them as my little friend. Yeah, my mom's. You know what? When I used to have girls call the house, my moms used to hang up on so many girls because they would call and be like, "Is Jason there?" She'd just hang up in their face. So yeah, I probably ain't had nobody I could even claim until I was probably about 16, 17. That's when I finally got hip to be like, listen, when you call the house, it's, hello, man, I speak to Jason. If you can't do that, man, you can't even call me. They got to hug every single student, yeah. I'm just saying, like, it's different. New Yorkian is feisty. Absolutely. All right, and so let's see. But this is the last thing on these kids. I spent a little bit longer on it than I wanted to. When did kids stop being afraid of random adults being in their space? Because, like, I hear random kids talking, and they be talking like grown folks talk. If I said anything out of pocket coming up, it didn't matter what it was. Yo, an adult came and we could be having a conversation that we probably shouldn't have been having. Soon as an adult came into space or in hearing distance, conversation over until they went past. These kids, these new kids, man, they keep going. They keep going like they ain't even, like you don't exist. They be like, yo, yeah, so I told this old lady to kiss my ass. I'm like, who, what? And you want to say something to him. But hell, they mama probably talk like that anyway. They mama probably thought it was funny when they was a kid. And then they just grew up talking like that, which is crazy to think about. Or I before I moved into my house in this apartment complex we were staying in, there was these kids and they were talking about these boys couldn't have been no older than 8 or 9. And Buddy was like, yo, I be trying to get my thing sucked. And I'm just like, yo, young man. And he looked at me and was like, yeah, but she wouldn't do it like I wanted her to. Yeah. What? Hold on, like, just totally disregarded that I was standing right there. Didn't care at all. I'm just like, man, I want to say something. I want to really go say something to him. But, you know, these new parents would be like, don't be trying to raise my kid. Who are you? This and that. And I'm thinking to myself, why is your kid talking like this and his thing don't even really work correctly yet? And he don't even, what? Stop the madness. Stop the madness. And so, why are we stopping the madness on these kids and their conversations? I'm leading to some more madness. And I got questions about relationships. I'm happy, but yeah, they want to be their kid's friend instead of being a parent. I'm happy, but this relationships are still funny to me. Relationships are funny to me because for a lot of people it's still hard. I was supposed to have a relationship conversation over the Super Bowl, but them folks didn't show up. But it's all good. It's all good. So fellas, real quick, and ladies, could you date a dude that you made more money than? Fellas, could you date a woman that made more money than you? It came up in our fellas group, and there was some dudes that couldn't. There was some that could. It just depended on, I got one more relationship left in you, and then you calling rap, you gonna get your hoe on? Cause it, let them know, oh, so, hell yeah, come on, sugar mama. And so I asked this question because there's some dudes that if they say they can't, but then they got a celebrity crush, what they gonna do? Because if the celebrity crush is probably gonna make more money than them, probably ain't gonna work, huh? If they make more than them, it's cool. I'm married and divorced one that I made 3 times more than. Damn. Sarita, you either out here balling in these streets or brother was almost homeless. Like, it's all. Yo, that is wild. Hey, as long as them bills getting paid, ain't no. Hey, that's cool. That's cool. That's what I'm talking about. Hey, what's the appropriate amount of days before you let somebody see your kids? Because them kids can be deal breakers. You see, it shouldn't be about the money. It should be about the respect and love they got for each other. Because if I make more than him, that means he got it too. Gotcha. A month on the. All right, so a month, Kush. I got a month going right now in the chat room. 6 months before they see the kids. Them kids might be deal breakers. So, is it because the kids might be deal breakers, or is it because you trying to make sure that this person ain't crazy? Both. Hey, because you know what? I feel like if you hold off, let's just say you hold off 6 months until you let the dude meet the kids. Pretty sure he done hit it before he met the kids, but that's another story for another day. What if them kids bad as hell? Not that they gonna go anywhere, but Now we done wasted 6 months. We done wasted 6 months. My kids don't like everybody. I say a month because if they don't like him after a month of me dating, then he got to go. All right, so a month is realistic. 6 months, that's a long time. I mean, yeah, it's a long time just in case that little kid, our potential stepdaddy vibe ain't there. Which is hilarious. What up, Fiona J? And so, also, how long would you hide bad kids? What's the appropriate amount of time to hide bad kids before you spring them on them? Because, you know, if you hide them long enough, you might be able to work your magic. Either way, like, yeah, I gotta, you know, we've been kicking it for a long time. I do got kids. And my baby mama is a little off. But you like me now, so we might as well just keep going. Like, I'm not saying you got bad kids. I'm saying he might have bad kids. They might not, you know, whatever. How many? Yeah, y'all live in this Instagram chat. How many kids are too many? Like, what's the cutoff? What is the cutoff? Because I know, like, there's some girls that do still go ahead and kick it with, even if they got about 4. Look, Miss Hood said 4. Look, right there, bam. Well, I don't even know where that bell is, but it don't even matter. There we go. 2, 3. Ooh. Queen Lou got 5 of them things. What's the reaction when you tell somebody, what's typically the reaction when you be like, you know what? I got 5 kids. They said, Lulu, you a G, because, you know, you went through that thing 5 times. Like, unless it was like quintuplets. You know, that pregnancy and that delivery, you must have had some easy ones come in. A whole basketball team and start lineup. What's the ratio to boys to girls? Oh, you don't look like you got 5. I see you, girl. I see you, girl. Hold on, I got something for you. Hey, you got 5 of them. My question is, all with the same woman? Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Listen, why do they always say, now this is something for the married people. We done slid over to we done talked about the dating. For the married people, why is it happy wife, happy life? Why is that a thing? Because I feel like that's kind of one-sided if you ask me. Edith liked that song. But happy wife, happy life. Like, there's a lot of old people that say that. Like, you know, I'm talking about older than me. They be like, hey, there, young blood. How long you been married? About, you like you still got only a couple grades, so it's only about you. Probably you less than 5 years. I know you less than 5 years. So yeah, you know, happy wife, happy life. Mm-hmm. What you say, honey? Yeah, I'm on my way. Like, yeah, that goes down. Because come on, man. Come on, let's not. Let's say, because if you want dinner, happy spouse, happy house, like, well, that could go either way. So I can rock with that. But yeah, they came up with this happy wife, happy life thing. And I'm just like, listen. Not necessarily. What did I say? Come on, man. Y'all out here reckless. All right. And so how many attractive friends can your mate have? What up, Angie? What's up, cuz? Yeah, how many attractive friends can your mate have? Because one thing I know, ugly. I ain't gonna say ugly. That's a horrible. I'm not gonna scratch that from the record. It's said. It's out there. Everything is live. But friends that are not attractive that your mate has seen or met, they don't really worry too much about them. They be like, oh, what y'all bowling? Y'all practicing? All right, cool. Oh, she on your team? Oh, cool. As many as I can have. Okay. Who decides on the attractiveness though? Cause I mean, who decides? Cause most dudes not gonna be like, oh, yeah, dude, fine. No, he can't be your friend. Like that's just not gonna happen. No. We gonna be like,
He needs some milk.
he can't be your friend. He can't be your friend. You can't control that though. Hey, listen. My wife had a crush on Jesse Williams from one of them doctor shows. And I'm like, if they were friends coming up, I'm like, nope. Go ahead and get that up out of there. Unless he gonna introduce me to Carrie Hilson, then we both got friends on that same level. My dude don't want you talking to your male friends. Why not? Why don't he want that? Let's dig into that. I told you this is the question show. And how long, girl, how long after, what's the appropriate amount of time after breaking up can your ex date without you stalking? Because some people after the breakup, I think we just had this conversation. Like it was this old couple that broke up, and then dude got engaged like right away. Dude got engaged right away, and it was an issue. I mean, if y'all broke up, then y'all broke up. And so, yeah, that's on that. Dang, my time is running. I got about 7 minutes left. If somebody is fine, but they are horrible in bed, how long do you stay? How long do you stay if they was fine, but you don't get... Immediately I'm done. Ain't no holler back. That's interesting. Everybody saying bye. I'm out. So y'all don't give dudes second chances if he have a bad night. If y'all just accidentally surprise him with one of y'all moves, it's over with. Look, Kush out there balling up paper, throwing it in the trash like it's over with. Wow. You see, that's pressure. That's pressure for dudes. Dudes got to come with the A game every time. 100% of the time, all they tricks. Just to make sure that they can get a return engagement. We don't play that over there. Yeah, okay. They might not have many sex times, so you may want to help him. Yeah, you might want to help. You might actually like this person. y'all Y'all are 100. Okay. All right. And so, I had a couple, random questions before we get out of here. I got about 5 minutes left. If you're in church, how many times can they pass the collection plates before you get an attitude? Like, they always had a regular one, the tithe, and then they might pass it again for the missionary, the mission trip or something like that. But how many times after that can they? Oh, just one time. One is enough before you start making withdrawals. How many times before you start making withdrawals?
Take me outside, how about that?
Look, I just be wondering, cause if they pass the plate, our church do it twice. See, I knew it was gonna be one that got this the extra. They try to pass it at least 4 times. How many times do you pump fake with nothing in your hand? Is that like lying in church? If you just put your hand in there with nothing in there and keep it moving? Hey, I just came as I was. What am I supposed to do? Building funds, the mother's ministry, deacon board, first Sunday youth choir. Bruh. There you go. They can't force you to put money in at any point. I understand, but you might have to make a withdrawal. You keep passing that thing around. I gotta see who on my roll. Yeah, so I put something up in there. How long does somebody, if you let somebody borrow money, who said put an empty envelope in there? Shame on y'all. Y'all lied in the church. How long does somebody have to pay you back before you get petty? Like, what's the length? Is it dependent upon how much money that you let them borrow? Like, how long before you get petty? How long before you got to get that up off of them? A week? You got a week? I'm trying to think. I feel like, for me, if I let somebody borrow some money, it depends on who it is. Most of the time, I don't even ask for it back. I just chalk it up as a loss. Because everybody say a pay period. A pay period there, they ask for it back. Y'all ruthless. I'll put a quarter in. Yeah, y'all ruthless when it come to that. But let me tell you, if I let you borrow money and you kicking it on Facebook or Instagram or something like that, then I might have to run up on you. Because you're not going to be borrowing money and having fun at the same time. Like that part I can't do. And also, I saw this today. Why do people think that digging in your nose with your thumb don't count? Because they do that. They do that in public. Like they hit it with their nose as if that don't count. They hit it with their thumb as if it don't count. Like, that counts, bro. Like, you still putting your finger in your nose. You still digging in your nose. I just don't understand that. Like, I saw this at the office today, and he was digging so long that I was able to look at somebody and then look at him again, and he was still digging. And I was just like, come on, man. Let's not do that. So before we get out of here, this time is going good and slow. Ladies, how long do you got to date before you let him see your real hair? How long do y'all date before you actually doo-doo at his house? How long do y'all date before you stop caring about morning breath? All questions that I want to know. It's so many questions up here. Y'all don't even have to ask no questions, and I was running through these things. But listen, next week we gonna be back. I'm running up on 100 shows almost. I'm getting close. I'm getting close to 100 shows. This thing been rolling. I appreciate everybody for tuning in. Next week we gonna be talking about Valentine's Day etiquette. So you already know what it's about to be. You already know. I'm about to put y'all up on some game because that's what I do. Until next time, y'all be safe out in these streets. And if you got some questions, go ahead and ask your boy. I'll help you out. I got you. Until next time, we out.